Hey guys, Doogie MD here. Today, thought I'd do something different for a change. Nobody's around to record with, so I'm doing a playthrough of Dark Souls. Probably one of my favorite games to come out recently. What I'm planning to do here is to show you guys how to do one of the easiest ways to do a walkthrough. Most of this stuff doesn't really matter. I'm not going to be shaved because I'm paranoid, but we'll go with short and black. And here, two of the things that you'll notice if you want to do a really easy playthrough. For class, I'd suggest Pyromancer, and for gift, I'd suggest Master Key. Pyromancer is a bunch of very powerful spells that don't really scale with anything, so they're automatically strong, and the Master Key lets you have access to a lot of areas that you wouldn't regularly have access to. So right now we're just loading the first area up, and I'm just going to skip all the story stuff. So, there we go. Use the cell key and get out of here. So just follow this path down. You can read the little clues if you don't know what the controls are. That's all they tell you, is the controls. If you look to the side, you can see one of the bosses that you fight later. Oh, that's kind of cool. So going up ahead, do that little roll, climb up the ladder, and kindle the bonfire. Bonfires restore your health, and once you're out in the actual world, not this tutorial level, they give you more charges from your potion. And they serve as a checkpoint. You'll respawn there when you die. So here's the first boss up here. And since you don't have your weapon yet, what you'll do is you'll run up here, and just kind of run to the side. And go through here. That was the guy I showed you earlier. He's right up there. You can kind of see him. If you kill him without your weapon, you get a special mace, but it requires such high strength that you wouldn't be able to use it yet anyway, so I usually don't bother to get it until New Game Plus, and I very rarely do a strength build anyway, so it's not something that I'm really interested in, but one of you guys might be interested in it, so it's there for you if you want it. If you really want it right away, you can use the black fire bombs as your gift, but I would really suggest going with the Master Key and just getting it on your New Game playthrough. Let's get rid of this cursor. Alright. Look at my weapon. I got a hand axe, I'm a pyromancer. And you can press, I'm using a gamepad, so you can press Y to two-hand your weapon. It increases the damage by roughly 50%, which is nice to have. It's an option. And then you're going to go up here, and there's going to be a trap, so you just run to the side. Trap misses you. Another trick, kill this dude. Don't have to talk to him then. You get all the stuff that he would have given you without having to do any of the cinematic stuff. The game has an alright story, it's nothing stellar. It's really, the game's fun for the gameplay itself. So, I generally skip a lot of the storyline elements. And kill this dude. And up here is where you will get the ability to start casting your pyromancies. You take this little flame. I usually equip it on my shield hand. And what it means is if you press left on the D-pad, or right on the D-pad, depending on which hand you equip it to, it changes what you have out. And it'll change from my shield to my flame, and when the flame is out, I can cast pyromancies. Alright, so that brings us to actually beating the first boss up here. It's a tutorial boss, it's not that difficult, but there is a little trick to it. When you cross the light, you can drop down from the cliff and press the attack button, and you do a power attack, a falling power attack. It does a shit ton of damage to the bad guy. So here we go, here's the fight. Take out my flame, and stand in the attack like an idiot. These attacks are pretty easy to dodge. See, that's just back up when you see him go up in the air. And 4 pyromancy spells and 1 drop attacks enough to finish him off as a pyromancer. So you finish that up, you get a humanity, and you get a key, I believe. Yeah, I got the key, but I didn't see it pop up. I must have just missed it. So, and you run to the edge up here, and once you reach the edge, you'll trigger another cinematic. You'll get scooped up by a giant crow and taken to the first actual area. There's the crow. There's us. And here's the first area. That was the tutorial level. I will now start the next part of the guide.